Alistair! Thank the Father. Nobody had heard any news of you. I was beginning to lose hope of ever seeing you again.
Yes, I am alive and well, but Valar would have it otherwise. His men have orders to kill me on sight.
I dreaded something of this vile nature. When he came and told us you were dead, I thought immediately that it was some trickery on his part.
That's the kind of vulture he is. Unfortunately for him, he has no chance of killing Alistair.
Harwin, here is the knight Mors Westford, an old friend. He too has a score to settle with my half-brother.
Then we have to act quickly. The wedding will start soon.
When the news of my return spreads, Valar will lose what little trust still remains. The Lords will join my cause.
I wish it were that simple, Alistair, but do not count on it too much. Unfortunately, the Lords have never put their trust in you. You had been away for years, fighting on Lord Tywin's orders. And after the rebellion, you vanished without trace. Some people have never even heard of you. They would have preferred to have seen Gawain follow your father, or even your sister, if it were not for her being a woman. Because of all this, they accept Valar as their new lord, despite all his failings. With him, they see Lyanna keeping the reins of power at Riverspring.
But Heart of Fire, how can they be so blind? Valar will share power with no one. Lyanna will have no say whatsoever as soon as the marriage has been consummated.
Your sister is no fool. If you still live, she will not enter into a marriage that will cost her everything. But to understand that, she has to see you with her own eyes. With your sister's support, you will also gain the allegiance of all those who believe in her.
I find it surprising that no one knows the true nature of Valar. What has been going on at the castle since his arrival?
The mood is tense. Many are hostile to the idea of seeing a bastard take the place of your father. And Valar, hastening this unholy marriage, did nothing to appease them.
He's hastening it, you say? Then that means the Queen has not legitimized this ceremony. And if it's not a royal decision, it means the bastard is acting of his own accord. I need to see Lyanna.
I can pass on a message to her on your behalf and arrange a meeting in a discreet location.
It's risky. Who's to say that she doesn't welcome becoming a legitimate power as the Lady of the Castle? If that's the case, she may well betray us.
Mors, you're speaking of my sister. She would never do that.
I don't want to take any chances. Do you really think a slip of a girl and some lordlings can make the slightest difference up against Valar's men?
Let me remind you that Ryman promised us warriors.
Have you seen Ryman?
Yes, he's searching the town for any worthy men. He will join us afterwards.
I don't like the thought of doing nothing and just waiting for him. I should speak to Lyanna as soon as possible. We can come back later. Harwin, please inform her of my arrival.
I will have a message sent to her, even if I can no longer freely roam the castle. There are still a few servants who have remained loyal to me.
Perfect. Tell her to wait for me near the entrance to the Godswood. It's discreet enough.
Very well. Stay here. I won't be long. It's done. Lyanna should be waiting for you across from the watermill.
Let's go. Harwin, please stay here in case Ryman makes an appearance.
Of course. May the gods be with you, Alistair. To see you defend Riverspring like this, your father would have been proud.
Thank you, Harwin.
never settle for this hole.
Alistair, you live! Oh, thanks be to the merciful mother. I really hoped he was lying, but as we'd heard no news, I had to bring my...
Don't worry, little sister. I've come to put an end to it all.
I've dreamed of hearing you say that.
Eliana, this is Mors. He's an old friend of mine. Maybe you remember him.
Yes, I think so. I'm sorry, Alistair, but time is growing short. We have to stop this wedding.
Do not worry, little sister. River Spring belongs to the Sarwiks. As long as I live, Valar will never have it. He will be gone from these lands by the day's end, dead or alive.
Alistair, remember that Valar is the Queen's man. Killing him would do nothing to solve our problems with the Crown.
Quite the opposite. Once Valar is no more, only Alistair will stand to inherit River Spring.
He tried to kill me, Eliana. His men attacked me, in our own streets, on his orders. When our banner men learn of his treachery, they will all rise up against him, regardless of what the Queen may say. No one will stand between me and our father's throne.
Yes, of course.
You don't seem convinced. Is there something wrong?
Nothing. It's just that... What will become of me in all this?
What are you saying? River Spring will be mine, as it should be. It was Father's wish.
When have you ever cared for his wishes? I'd like to forget the past, Alistair. I'd like to have faith in you, but it's no easy task. River Spring does not know you. All our people know is that you rode off to war and then disappeared afterwards. I slaved away to uphold these lands, to appease Lord Tywin, to convince our bannermen to remain loyal despite our disgrace. Father used to say, everything must be prepared for your brother's return. There was never a thought for us. As a woman, I accepted my fate. But for Garwin, it was different. Father didn't want him as an heir. He belittled him endlessly. In the end, he disinherited him on account of their ceaseless arguing. Then Garwin left, Father died, and you came back as if nothing had ever happened. You seem to think that River Spring will pass you by right. But don't forget who made that possible.
I am sorry for all that happened. I thought I was protecting you by leaving, but I couldn't have been more wrong. What Gawain went through, I will never forgive myself for. But I swear to you that it will never happen again. I am here now and I intend to stay. What you have done will not be forgotten, and I will see to it that you are happy. I swear it, on everything that is most sacred to me.
That's enough for me. You have my support.
It's a joy to hear it. Now, if you would, I need you to gather the lords. I will soon confront Valar. I need them to be there, ready to lend their support.
That should be possible. Under the guise of preparing for the ceremony, I could go and speak with them without Valar suspecting a thing.
I'm counting on you to convince them, little sister.
I will do my best. Be careful.
A bloody strong woman. Your sister knows what she wants.
She has the heart of a warrior. Had she been born a man, the world would have been the better for it.
The world needs great women too, you know. Come, we have much to do.
Ah, there you are. Have you spoken to your...
I have. If all goes well, Eliana will make sure that the Lords of Riverspring will be there when the time comes to confront Valar.
Excellent. With all those witnesses, Valar will be unable to end this in bloodshed.
I don't want to discourage you, but that wouldn't stop me.
He may be half mad, but I don't think he would go that far.
Let's hope so.
No news of Ryman?
Not yet, but I'm sure he'll be here soon.
What the hell is your cousin doing? How long does it take to get around this town?
Strange. That stubborn ass is proud of his punctuality.
Well, he has chosen the wrong day to make an exception. Let's not stay here.
Not so fast, my friends. You're not going anywhere. When I bring him your heads, Lord Valar will shower me in gold.
Showered with gold, no less. How sad. I hate to crush a man's dream.
The old captain! Where did he come from?
What should we do with this scum, Alistair?
We can't take any risks. They need to die.
Son of a whore.
That's what you get for serving a whoreson. You die younger.
Ryman, are these all the men you could find?
The only trustworthy ones, yes. But they're brave and completely devoted to the memory of Lord Reynaud.
These lads...
They'll do just fine.
This escort should be able to ensure your safety. Since Valar's arrival, many of your father's men have retreated to the country. If we inform them of your return, they are certain to come back to us.
Indeed, we...
As for us, we...
Come on, we have a castle to take.